The second question is, what originally attracted you to the role of editor of transactions of the Philological Society?
Well, transactions of the Philological Society has always been, in a way, I suppose, my favourite journal. When I was a graduate student, it was the first society I joined was the Philological Society.
Right.
And that meant, I was very cheap, it still is very cheap. As a student member, I could go along to their meetings. And I also, had the excitement of getting the transactions. And a lot of my, my own mentors and the people I looked up to, the scholarly figures, have published in transactions. It's got a very, very long history. It's been published since 1854. And so, I think it's great to, be looking at a journal where, some of the huge names in the field have published, and you can have that all online available to read. So I'm delighted that I'm editor of the transactions.
It's great answer. What exactly is the goal of transactions of the Philological Society? What sets it apart from other titles?
Well, our remit is really to look at the study of the history and structure of languages. That's what our broadest remit is. In particular, I think we look at languages through text, that's what I take to be the meaning of philological, that rather than linguistics, where we're looking at language maybe through speech, philological investigation is particularly interested at the way languages are written down and the way we interpret written texts. They don't have to be ancient written texts. Historically, we've looked at a lot of earlier states of language, but they can be modern written texts. But we are interested in using text as a way to get at the essence of what language is. So I think that's our basic interest. Within that, we're extremely wide. We have publications. Recently, we've published on Mesoamerican languages, we've published on African languages, we've published on Chinese, as well as a lot on the history of English and on the Indo-European languages, which I suppose are our historical base and our historical strength of earlier versions of the transaction.